Hey, boo. Welcome. I just sent you. Did I send you an email or Girl, I'm looking so busty, girl. Don't judge me, girl. I'm so bored. I said, let me just jump on live for a second. But welcome. How was your day? Let me connect so I can be able to read what you say. Oh, sorry. You can hold this. I don't need that. I'm talking about the black one. Plug the plug in right now. Yes, yes. Remember, I was just talking to one of my was it my friend? Girl, when I was just talking to who was I talking to? I can't even recall who the hell I was talking to, but I was just talking about how I'm overwhelmed. I don't even I cannot even consume the news anymore. I don't want to hear about what's going on. I know I don't want to be what is it called? Like you don't want to be um you know what I'm trying to say? Like you don't want to be like invisible to the whole thing. You don't want to be unaware to what's going on, but I just can't deal. I cannot deal. So I just decide not to even half of the time I'm learning about what's going on through other people sending me links. Like I didn't even know immediately what was going on with George and stuff until somebody sent me the link. And I'm like, wow. I didn't even get over when they shot up the man who was jogging. I didn't even get over that yet. So I didn't even watch the whole video. Like when I clicked on it and I seen what was going on, I said, okay, I already know where it's going. And I clicked off. I couldn't. I'm not. I couldn't. I'm not. It's not that I don't care. Is that I just have to protect my mental, honey. I have to. Because if I don't do it, who the hell will? I'll be around here. I don't know. Oh, that's what I was talking about. I was saying how everybody was like, oh, I can't wait for 2020 to come. We're going to do so much. I was one of them. I was one of them who was like, oh, girl, we're going to go here. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. New year, new things. Yeah, you're damn right. New year, new things. They never lied. New year, new things. Foreign things. Things we had no clue to. Girl, I was like, who would have ever thought? We were so ready to let go of. And this year if this year hasn't humbled me as much as I have humbled myself, girl, I've humbled myself a whole lot. I've been practicing so much gratitude. Like I've read so many books about appreciating, what we was in and stuff like that. Like, girl, we was taking for granted trips. We was taking for granted going to stores and doing whatever without masks. We took for granted the kids going to school and coming back home. We took for granted going to work with no issue. We took for granted, honey. When I say we took for granted, we took for granted. But if this year didn't slap us back into goddamn reality and realization and appreciation. Like if you ain't doing nothing else, you should be being grateful. You know what I'm saying? Like try to be more grateful if anything else. If anything else. Like instead of dwelling on what's going wrong. Cause my whole mind frame is what is the real reason for the what are they doing, the riots and all that? Like it's nothing wrong with voicing your opinion, but I feel like what is that doing but bringing up more it's not doing nothing but bringing up, hey Marty, welcome. It's not doing nothing but bringing up more drama. Like I feel like the more negativity you surround yourself in or with or dwell on, that's what's going to be in your reality. That's what's going to be in your reality. So I just try to refrain from all that. This so random, y'all. I just stopped in just to say hi. I was bored. I know I'm looking real run down, but it's okay. What everybody was up to. I know Lamika say that she's just over everything. Ma, what you did today? Anybody else? I haven't seen who's all in the building. Who else? Lomaine, if you still here, how was your day? It actually is water. Can you believe it? It's water. It's water. I should have betted you. I would have won. I got water this time. Got them. No, you know damn well. I've been trying, but it don't be working out. Right. Can't complain. It could have been so much worse. It could have been so much worse. Righty. You know I be it's a hit or miss. The workout stuff be a hit or miss because I get real motivated about doing it and then all of a sudden it be out the window. Hello, mother. How are you? I was bored, so I came on. I know normally I go on Fridays, but I wasn't doing nothing, so I said let me hop on. Amar, you better be real respectful because my mother is in the house. I know how you go sometimes. Yeah, but is it really, really valid? That's what I was wondering. I was talking to somebody and I was like, well, they probably just saying that. Because people go to work at 9, after 9. People go to work overnight. People go to work mid morning. So, how does that even work? How does that even work? I thought it was just a way to keep you in the house. Hello, boo. Hey, Yosha. Welcome, boo. Girl, I'm not talking about nothing. It's just few. It's just too much. Girl, I know how you be talking like how you girl, it's let me say it how you said it. It's just too much, sis. Messing up what groove? I don't even want to know. Did anybody do any type of protesting? Did anybody go to any of those events? Thank you, boo. No comments, my me and you both, mother. I think everybody in the building miss him. I'm assuming. I can't speak for everybody, but I damn sure miss him because I feel like half of the stuff that went on now wasn't going on then. Not saying that it wouldn't have, but it was just a little bit different. Things was handled differently when Mr. Barack was in the chair. Right now, we got this man here who's just so ignorant. He don't even give a name what he say, how he said. The women, he has no respect for. The black folks, he don't have no respect for. Girl, I ain't gonna lie, he's like the perfect person to be in a chair with this whole thing that's going on. Absolutely. It did not happen. From what I recall, I think the only thing I remember happening when Barack was in the chair was God, that was so sad when them kids got killed. Sandy, was it the Sandy something? When the kids got killed at the school in the kindergarten, I don't even understand what that was about. Like, what made you get up and say you gonna? Okay, whatever. I ain't even gonna get on that, but I think that's the only thing I really remember happening when Barack was in the chat. And that was out of his control. Like, he couldn't control that. But when it did happen, he reached out. He made sure he felt like, let everybody know what was what. Like, I don't even think but I don't be watching the news either, but I haven't heard too much response from Mr. Orangehead. Yes, voting. But I'm trying to figure out how. Oh, that's a whole nother thing. Cause I was like, how they finna do voting this year with this whole Corona thing? Cause I don't believe she gonna be gone. Oh, I should never said that. I shouldn't even said her name. But how is that gonna be handled with voting? I think it's a whole nother way to not be able to go out and vote. I don't. It's for some reason I feel like a lot of this is just scheming. Yeah, my bad. I wish I could go back and take that back. I can't not unsettle, but how is that gonna work with the voting process? Like, I guess everybody believing that everything gonna be good by then. The timing. But I'm hoping by then. I don't even like. What do y'all feel? I don't know if anybody. I know Yoshi, you got kids. Monty, you got kids. Like, what do y'all feel about them returning to school? I personally just don't feel like they should. But that's my whole mind frame. I know a lot of people who work is going to want their kids to go back because they can't find people to watch their kids. They don't want to pay for nobody to watch their kids, or they just sick of their kids being home. But the well being, if we talking about health and well being, like, I don't want them to go back to school. Yes, that's true. I agree. That's right, Yosha. Just do it on our Nike. Just do it. How is that possible? What about the bus riders and the cafeteria? It will have to be a whole lot of more teachers hired. It will have to be a whole lot of more. I don't know. It's just I don't know. I think that they should make it an option on whether or not if you want to send your kids back or not, and then have it available for school, homeschool, or e-learning as they call it. I think that that should definitely be an option. But I know a few teachers, and the teachers that I know, they're saying like they're considering doing half, like, so for 3 days in school, 2 days out. See, you feel like what she was saying, because she was like, oh, believe it or not, a lot of people wasn't even logging in doing the work, or they had family members that was doing the work. People who was failing the whole year, the last quarter, got through with A's and B's because they had family that was doing it. And I was like, you know what, that does make sense. And not everybody can learn online. That's just like being in college and taking college courses online. Not everybody. That's not for everybody. But I feel like it should be then an option because college courses is an option. You could do it online or you don't have to do it online. I don't want my child to be at school being exposed to whatever. Cause then they sent this letter out saying okay, you can go and take these shots, A through Z, on what shots your kids need. But what the hell that's gonna do for Rona? Like, I'm confused by that. What is that gonna do? And then they can't say they want you to wear gloves and masks because half of the children is not gonna do it. They ain't gonna keep them on. That's just not gonna happen. So I really want to know. And then let's not mention the bus riders. My kids are bus riders, so that's really my concern. Hey, creative, welcome, boo. Like, how is that gonna work? What, you gonna put 10 people on the bus? Yeah, I don't know. You're right. They will figure it out. I just hope that they make it an option and not make it a mandatory thing. If they decide to go back to school, I want us as parents to be able to say, okay, yes, my child, I feel comfortable allowing my child to go back based on what y'all saying y'all gonna do, or no, my child gonna stay home and we gonna do this. Okay, Lamika, I kind of like that plan. I like that plan. Just like I said, my homegirl, she's a teacher. She was just like, okay, we should go Monday, Tuesday. She feel like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then by Wednesday, you should have your lesson. And then Friday, Thursday, and Friday should be home and practicing. But I still feel like you could gain exposure Monday through Tuesday. But I like that idea, Lamika. I really do. They've been sending out a lot of those brochure, like I'm saying brochures, not brochures. What it is, like a survey for the parents to take, and you could be able to say voice your opinion. So my first survey that I did, I was saying, okay, they should stay home and keep it virtual learning. But I do have to realize that when I have a child that's not really, she's more of a hands-on person. I have one that is fine with did really well with e-learning, better than going to school. I ain't even gonna lie, way better. Them grades came up like this compared to where they was at in school. So I was like, okay, I get it. And then I got another one who was just like you say, like how you could really. She's one of those ones that need that hands-on approach. So for her, I can understand with her being, and I don't want to get her lost in the sauce. But again, it's all about health. Like, how does that go? I cannot wait to see what they plan is gonna be. And then not to mention, like we done got through all of this whole whatever shenanigans of 2020, and then here we go, Florida people entering into hurricane season. Really? Or not even Florida people, because I think Georgia them get it. Everybody on this side of town. It's like, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm knocking on wood, y'all. I'm knocking on wood, but I feel like 2020 done showed out so much that I will not be surprised if a hurricane come knocking at our door. I'm hoping not, but I wouldn't be surprised because we just been hit left and right with the blows. Common sense. Girl, common sense is not, you said the right thing. It don't grow in everybody's garden, because that's for sure. But I do like the last name thing. So these days they come, because that will be a lot less people. Like, I'm just thinking about how could all of that be? Like, how? It's so many kids in them public schools. Like, how is they going to work that out? I don't get it. I agree. I agree, Monty. I haven't been out. I still been quarantining myself, even though everybody else is living life. Seem like, or most people is living life. I still been quarantining, but I get it. Like, I don't want nobody to tell me that I can't go nowhere. Like, really? I don't want nobody to tell me what time I need to come in the house. So I definitely get it. I definitely get it. But I only, and it's sad to say, it's really sad to say, but I'm gonna be the one that said that a lot of this stuff don't last long. So when they go on these riots and they're talking about George and they talking about, I think it was Mike, what's his name? Girl, don't get me. So like I said, I don't be in all into the news, but the man who was saying I can't breathe, and every other situation, like the girl who got killed in her house and different the black girl who got killed in her house by them going to the wrong house or whatever, doing a search warrant. All of that stuff blows over so fast. So it's like it'll be talked about and going crazy in the media, and then all of a sudden you won't hear a peek about anything anymore. It's unfortunate, but it's true. And so I feel like this is just another one of those situations where it's like, okay, we mad, we sick of it, we tired, but then after a while it's like, okay, all right, hey D, welcome boo. Curfew thing is not gonna last that long. It's really not. Just like this whole situation will blow over, that's the same thing that's gonna happen with the curfew thing. So just hang in there. I agree, Yosha, but let's think about all the other situations that just blew over. My, look at me. I can't win. But um I agree, Yosha. Like, I hope it don't disappear, but to be frank, a lot of it does. It get lost in the sauce. It gets lost in the sauce. Girl, I was not expecting that one. But I wasn't expecting that one. But yeah, it gets lost in the sauce real quick. Everybody talks about it, like go ham on it, and then it just disappears. And nobody here like Houdini, it just gone, vanish real quick. And while we still remember it, everybody else just don't. I seen, okay, y'all know what I seen? I want to talk about, and I want to see what y'all opinion is about it. You know how the Facebook groups, I don't know if anybody is in this group, but it's a Facebook group. I'm sure everybody appreciate the compliment. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. But oh, in a Facebook group. I don't really recall what's the name of the Facebook group, but it's a group that somebody posts. If you're a black creator, if you're you gotta take that up with them. If you're a black creator, then what they said, if you're a black creator, post under it or something like that. Like, where are my black creators at inside of the group? Let's connect. I don't remember if it was 20K people. Did it get that much? It could have been a lot. All I know is they was just like, where my black creators at? Y'all comment underneath, and let's connect. And then them damn Capricorns could be so petty at times. Oh my God. How you gonna give a compliment then take a back? But underneath, okay, so after they said that, apparently one of the mods erased the whole girl, don't entertain that Capricorn. One of the mods, a mod. Now you got me saying a mod. One of the moderators erased I'm getting so distracted. Let me stop reading what I see. One of the mods erased the the post from the black person who made the post. And so she went on and you see, I'm closing my eyes because I don't want to read what y'all saying right now. She went on and posted another post and said, "Well, you know what? I won't be posting in this group no more because my post got erased and I don't feel like I said nothing wrong. All I was saying was that I wanted to connect with blah blah blah. Oh my gosh, they went ham under the comments because everybody was like, so what was the reason? Like, can somebody tell me why her post was erased? Then they had the man who was responding, and he was just like, I already said it to the original post, so I don't have to say it again. That was his response to everybody. I don't have to, and I'm steady scrolling because I'm like, I was like, what is the reason? What's the reason? What's the reason? I'm trying to steady scroll to figure out what is the reason. And he never would say it. Then there was a later on, way down in the post, there was another moderator that came in and was like, I'll say partial of, whatever. I'll speak on it. And she was just like, I wish I had the exact post. I should have kept the exact post to see what her response was. But basically, summing it all up, she was just like, with everything going on, we just want to keep it to where, it's just I don't know. She just want to keep the peace, basically. Okay, somebody say they cat is a stripper, y'all. So let's just acknowledge that somebody cat is a stripper. Who else is a Capricorn? Who else is a Capricorn in the group? Get that charger. Y'all just say back to the. Okay, but I wish I had another phone so that I can go in the group and see what the response was. But basically, the response was like, okay, but what's everything that's going on right now? We just decided that we felt like it would be okay for you to remove. We felt that it would be better for us to remove that particular comment. So everybody was like, I'm when I say they was going in, I haven't checked it today, but yesterday I checked it and it was going in. The black people then was going in, y'all. They was just like, okay, well, I don't understand how somebody else can say, and it's so true. I felt this. You know how when it's one of those big Facebook groups, supportive groups like that, and there's a mixed crowd, and some people go in there and say, okay, I want people who are mukbangers to come. Where's the mukbanger? Other people, content creators. Can y'all please connect with me? Y'all drop y'all channel. Or I want all the Filipinos. There was one that said Filipinos. They start screenshotting the stuff where other people was posting like, I want to connect with this person. I want to connect with this person. And it never got erased. Nobody said nothing. But they was like, so what's the difference? We come and say we want black creators to come through and represent or connect with us. But when somebody else say they want a creator to come, and then they had the nerve to try to put it against a black and white thing. So if we came in, somebody was like, so if we came in as white creators and say, oh, we want white creators to come through and represent, or we want to connect with just the white creators, wouldn't y'all feel some type of way? And I'm just like, I I don't know. It was just I don't know. It was just crazy, but I felt where everybody was coming from. And then again, people was on there was like the problem is that y'all is just brushing everything to the side. Especially the gentleman. He was just like, I don't have anything to say. I don't have anything to say. We talking about creating YouTube content. Yeah, like how you erase? But the girl said she not gonna post anything. She dropped that post and was like, "I'm not gonna post anything else in this group." I don't understand why my post got erased when I seen people say, things of this same nature, but in a different race or of a different type. And then that's when everybody was dropping examples, like why nothing was said when this person said this, when they wanted to look for Filipinos, or when they wanted to look for people who was in London, and when they wanted to look for, so why was it a big issue because they said any black creators? And then people was like, well, we just want to not single black people out, black in particular, white folks, because and then an example was, because what if we come through and say we're looking for white creators only? I don't give a damn. I would scroll past the text. I would just scroll past because I ain't no white creator. That's how I felt. So why was it an issue for you to erase the girls the girl's information. Then he was like, "Oh, I wasn't the one who erased it." So everybody was coming for him and was like, "Well, why? Tell us the reason why." And then on top of that, why was it approved? It made so much sense. Why was it originally approved and then you went and erased it? It should never been approved in the first place because you as a moderator are able to see the post prior to you posting it. So why was it erased? And then now it's a issue. You come in and you erase the post. He said it wasn't him who erased it, but I don't know. I guess somebody felt like it was him. I don't really know what was really the deal. Did he do it or not? But it was just crazy, and they was going in, and then everybody was like, "Oh, it's such a sensitive topic. Everything is on 100 or 1,000 right now because what's going on around the world." And da 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 da. And I was just like, okay, they want to use what's going on around the world for them a reason basically to erase somebody saying they want to connect with black creators. Yeah, let me read some of what y'all was saying and how y'all feel about this. Yeah, so D, you need to control your mental and stay off of social media. They do be lit. That one in particular, I think that's a newer group that I recently joined, and I was just like, oh my, okay, what I done walked into. I'm not, and it makes me so sad. It does, right, Lamika? I'm in my baby mama, baby daddy drama group, and it's lit on. Oh Lord, girl, you need to get out that group too, D. I want all the black creators. Exactly, the screenshot ministry is real, and that's how I feel. Like you, it's nothing personal. You just want people who could probably relate to your content more, who will watch your content more. Because let's be honest, and I'm not even trying to be discriminative. Is that a word? Discriminative? I don't know. But I'm not trying to be like that. But a lot of the white people not gonna watch the type of content that I create. Not all of them. I ain't saying none of them would. I'm just saying a lot of them wouldn't because they do more of like mom videos, at home videos. Their content is just a little bit different. So and I'm not. I mean, I watch whatever I feel like watching. But what I'm just saying is, you probably would post. I want to connect with black creators because you just feel like we could connect a little bit more than what we could connect with somebody who's not. I feel like I don't I don't have a problem with the protesting thing. I just don't know what it's all about. What is it going to do? It's not going to solve anything, in my opinion. Yeah, you want to get your voice out. This is my. Some people might not like it, but yes, you want to get your voice out. You want to get your voice heard. There's nothing wrong with that because closed mouths don't get fed. Like I posted, United we stand, divided we fall. So I get it, but all of the extraness that's coming with it is unnecessary because it's not gonna do anything. It's not gonna bring George back. It's not gonna bring the young lady back who got shot. It's not gonna bring none of that back. It's just I don't know. I think they take it out of control a little bit. Thank you so much. Um, yes, receipts for days. Why people want to be so oppressed so badly? Right, D. I didn't. Yosha, look. I said I would never post in the book, but I stayed because I want to see what's gonna be the end result. Okay, Yvonne. I have a decent amount of subs, but I deserve more. I appreciate that. Shout me out. Share me around. Then I agree, Lamika. They just post whatever they got. Shook. It would not be a group for me. So I get what you mean. I seem to have more of a minority audience. I think that there are many ways to express yourself. I agree, Yosha. I agree. There's a lot of ways. You could express it, different stuff like that. You're speaking without even speaking. And that's what I want. I want things like that. Like, I don't want to say too much because I'm tired, but I do want to say something. Um, I'm in Minnesota. Oh, you in? Is that Minnesota? I'm in Minnesota. Girl, don't come for me. And St. Paul started the destructiveness. They wanted black people to follow suit so they could put the blame on them. I've heard that. I haven't watched a lot of the footage, but I've heard that they had footage of others doing it, but you know what I'm saying, they had to put us as the blame. Like I didn't haven't watched any of that. I haven't, but I've heard. And I think that the protests can have power, but there are some people that will take advantage of it. Oh yes, girl, I done heard liquor stores got broken into, metro, piece of places done been burnt down. It's like, what is that all about? Like that's what I mean by I don't get it. Like y'all doing all this for what? I don't get that. Bro, get a pass on what? What you talking about, bud? I want to see you right. I want to see because I want to see how they was gonna handle that. Like they said, then people in the comments start saying that who the hell made this man a mod? Who him a mod? Whoever did that did the wrong decision. Y'all need to demote his ass. And I was just like, I wonder is they gonna demote him? So I'm standing around to see that too. Everybody in the live, would you mind please liking while you're here? I appreciate you. I agree. It's very foolish to destroy shops, especially you starting to destroy like our own black owned businesses. Like, what is that about? I don't get it. Like, how is that? Is that big? It's like they're using this whole situation to stand behind on doing some things that you shouldn't even be doing. Like, that's just not right. So, oh, I'm doing it because I'm Black Lives Matter. Like, don't do that. Like, you blowing up a place because Black Matter. How does that even? I don't. I just don't get that part. I had to switch to my computer. My phone was tripping. Oh, okay. Welcome back, boo. I've heard that. I did hear that he was getting a third degree instead of a first degree, which didn't make any sense. But Marty, what I'm saying is, how does blowing up places, burning down buildings, not, I'm not saying the part about standing out with your signs and talking and yelling and screaming and chanting and things like that in a protest. I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about destruction. How is that going to do anything? How is that assisting? How is it making anything better? How is it going to change anything? And that's what I mean by feeding into negativity. Because when you feed into it and you pray this negativity, it's nothing but negativity comes back behind that. That's just how I feel. Like you give off negativity, you feed into negativity, all of that is just gonna come right back. You're gonna surround yourself. It's all about law of attraction. That's how people reacting to the. Okay, okay, I get what you're saying. So their reaction is to blow up things. But what is that gonna do? I do. I get what you're saying. So they're reacting. But what is that gonna do? But land them in jail and be gain more exposure to the Rona. Like I heard that on the radio today. Somebody, y'all need to be careful. Y'all need to be safe. Y'all need to think twice because there ain't nothing but a whole lot of Rona in the jail cells or jail. Period. So you doing all this and then you gonna wound up right in jail? Like, come on, come on. And then to me, it's giving them nothing but another reason to kill or murder or have an excuse to do something to another black person. And when I say that, I'm talking about the white polices. You out there acting up. Okay, so we gonna use that as bait. Like, okay, they out there acting up. They out here doing that, and you could clearly see that they scared. Like Lamika said earlier along, that they scared about the whole thing because that's why they got a whole um curfew out right now. They know not to let these niggas roam these streets. They know not to let these niggas roam them streets. I don't care what nobody says. They know not to. They do better, and so they wanted to implement a curfew. I don't know if people really biting by the curfew, are they? I don't stay my black behind home. I've been home anyway. But I don't think everybody is about mine. I think they're doing that because they was just scared. He really did kill this man for no reason. I didn't see the footage, the whole video, but it was just so unnecessary. But that's just like the other man who was saying he can't breathe, and the other man, and the other one, and the other one. It's just like, When does it stop? It is so exhausting. Like after all of this, you just need nothing but like a meditation or some type of something. Like I don't know, a whole lot of sage, Palo Santo, or something to cleanse out the environment. A whole lot of prayer. Oh, ain't that open? It don't matter if people open. I heard they was trying to destroy Lauder Hill Mall. Is that true or not? I don't know. I haven't rolled by Lauder Hill Mall. And it's been raining. It sounds like it's raining. I think that is rain. Monty, is raining over there? Y'all hold up 1 second. I gotta go get my charger. My thing say low battery. Have they charged the other officers in George Floyd's death? What about the man who got killed by the two white? Did okay? Let me ask y'all something. What happened with the daddy and the son who killed the white boy? I mean the white boy killed the black boy who was jogging. I didn't hear half of this whole eruption happen until this George thing happened. What did they do about that? Or are they doing anything about that? Hold on, let me get the charger. I'm back. Oh, oh, Lamika, I'm so glad you brought that up about the who recorded the video. Cause what I could not get through my mind was how did they know? How did that work? How did that man know to record? When I saw the video footage, I was just like, how did he know to start recording them people? How did he know that something was gonna happen for him to pull his phone out? Like, was it some parts that we didn't see? I was so confused. My whole argument was like, okay, thank God he recorded it, but what did he do after it happened? Why was he recording in the first place? Because if I'm driving, I'm not recording at the same time unless I think something finna go down. So how did he know that? I was so confused by that. Oh my gosh, they charged the man who was recording. Why did they charge him? Was it because he didn't do what he was supposed to do? He didn't call nobody? What, he just pulled off? He must was white too. Oh my. This is a huge cup. It's a lot of water in here. You hear the noise? I don't know. It's just so weird. I have to go through this. I feel so bad. Like I don't know. I don't know how to feel. I kind of just like just detach from it all. I detach from it all because I don't feel like. I'm not saying that we can't make a difference, but I just feel like we've been going through this for so long. When is the difference gonna happen? Right, Lamika. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how to be surprised no more. when stuff like that happen. It's like, how to even be shocked anymore? It's like, where did we get? Like, what have we become to where now it's to the point where it's like, oh, another one. Initially, when it first was happening, it was like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. But now it's like, oh wow, another one. I'm in the room with the door closed. No, ain't nobody sleep. It's the summer, boo. It's the summer. Ain't no sleeping around here. Y'all know last night we went to sleep at. Partially, I haven't been able to sleep really good this whole quarantine thing. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I've been a whole night owl. I've been going to sleep like 3 and after. So between 3 and 5, we actually went to sleep like around 5 o'clock, all of us, and we stayed asleep until like 3, 4 in the afternoon. Us, the whole family, we was just knocked down in here. We got up, we like, oh my gosh, it's almost the next day. I be having to take melatonin. I feel like a lot of it has to do with what's been going on. Like I have to take stuff to actually go to sleep. I never been like that before. And if I go to sleep, I wake back up. It's like something is just bothering me. And I'm okay. I feel like I'm okay, but maybe I'm not okay. I'm not okay as I think I am. I guess. I don't know. I keep fixing this side, y'all, because it seems like it's just so flat. Lamika, are you practicing any type of things to get over it? Like, hit money with that exercise and shit. Marty, are you practicing anything with it? I was on my exercising thing for a little bit, but then I hopped off of it. I be jumping on, and then jumping off. That's my whole rhythm with the exercising thing right now. You right. That's my problem. Consistency, not just with exercising, but a lot with my life. Consistency. Was he an officer or something? I've been praying and just listening to music to ease my mind. Yes, y'all. When I go to sleep, I listen to like 432 hertz and 580 something. Like, just Google if you don't know what I'm talking about, or YouTube it for sleep, better sleep. I ain't gonna lie. When I turn that music on, I get gone. It's like something it does to it. And you can play it for different reasons to attract abundance, love, peace, for peace of mind, excuse me, for anything. They have so different, many different types of music, and I didn't realize that different music, the beats, the different sound waves can affect your sleeping and assist with just making things so much better for you. I didn't realize that until recently. um Praying, definitely. Let me go. My issue now though is like quieting my mind, because even when I'm trying to meditate, even when I'm trying to, I'm still thinking about this. I'm still thinking about this. It's like, relax, just chill. My mind just be on 1,000. So many thoughts. It's crazy. Was he an officer or something? Right. Lamika, who was the recording person? Nobody ain't talk about what I was saying. The recorder of the guy who got killed by the son and the daddy. Who recorded that video? And why did he get charged, or trying to charge him with it? I honestly thought it was a random person riding around, but I just couldn't understand what made him pull the phone out to start recording in the first place. And then I don't remember all of this chaos happening after that happened with him. And I don't know if it's because it wasn't enough time frame to happen. Because it's like, once that happened, maybe a day or a few days later, or a week, that's when the George thing happened. It's pouring down raining, y'all, where I'm at. It done got so quiet in here. It's 9 people in the building. What's up, y'all? Let's talk. We ain't gotta talk about that. It's cool. Cause I feel it's movie night. Right. Once I get off here, it's damn sure gonna be a movie night. Ice cream and a movie. Baby making weather. I think people been making babies this whole quarantine. People gonna be coming out so pregnant. You might have you one too much since you didn't know learn that you need to self quarantine. You know, sure, I try to take a shower to help myself wind down at night. Right. And you know what? Do anybody use any type of bed stuff like Bath and Body Works have um like sleep, not just Bath and Body Works, but that's just an example. You wash yourself with the sleep stuff, but I'm very sensitive. Like when I use stuff like that too much, like right now, if y'all could see on my arm, I'm already breaking out because I started trying to use something to make me go to sleep. I normally use Dove Sensitive Skin, but they don't have no lavender in it, or they don't have nothing that's supposed to calm you or relax you. But I definitely do take a bath later at night, late, more so than during the daytime, so that it's closer to me going to sleep. The music I be listening to is you say I can use all of the Dove scents. No, but it seems like when I use Dove scents, the ones that have stuff in it, I don't know. It just goes into this whole little girl. If I show you my arm, you probably can't really see it, but it's starting. I just get the itchy right there, and then it just spreads because I be itching a lot. And it's always when I try some type of new um, bath stuff or any type of skin stuff. If it could be like lotion, but surprisingly, when I use Victoria's Secret lotion and I put it on, but I normally just put it like right up in here. I just keep it up in here, and I like the lotion with like Vaseline or cocoa butter, something like that. Oh, you don't have sensitive skin, girl. That sensitive skin stuff is not a joke. It's really not a joke. It's like I be purging everywhere just by trying something new. Oh, but the music that you was asking me about, Yosha, I use is it 432? 432, I believe. 432 hertz. And it is like 500 and something hertz. They have a different hertz for whatever you're trying to beat, if that makes any sense. So if you're having issues, problems with sleeping, they have a music or a sound wave for sleeping. Then they have something for if you're trying to manifest money. They have a sound wave for like money. If you're trying to manifest abundance, love, whatever it is, I'm telling you, whatever it is, you YouTube it and say meditation while sleeping or music while sleeping, and then it'll come up with a whole list of what you can play, and then it has like different choices you can choose from, and then you pick it out. And I'm telling you, those waves, whatever it do, I don't know if I'm already sleepy, what it is, but it seems like every time I turn it on, I be knocked out after listening to it for a little bit. But I also been had my I also be having melatonin, and I'm trying to refrain from taking melatonin every night because even on the bottle, my bottle says, let me tell you, I also have like a diffuser. I don't even see my I don't see my diffuser for, but my melatonin, yeah, I have the high melatonin. Look, I melatonin like the lower one, the lower grade. That's been stopped working. This melatonin tell you not to take it every night. It said for adults take one 30 minutes before bedtime. And then it tells you do not exceed recommended dose of one tablet. Oh, girl, I done took two in a day before. But it was somewhere where it told me do not take it after a certain amount of days, and I don't see that. Or maybe I read it online, but it was just like do not consume after however many days consistently of using. And I'm just like, well, what if you need it every day to go to sleep? But this is the one that I'm using. I ordered it from Amazon. The other ones are like lower grade, but this is 12. So I be out, out, out. And then also I have a diffuser by my bed, and I be putting in lavender, or I use Zen. This is one that I ordered. And it's like mixed with patchouli. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Cedarwood, mandarin, mahuhu, girl, and Palo Santo. Remember I was saying burn some Palo Santo, but I drop a few drops of this in my diffuser I have by the bed, and I turn it on, and I just let it absorb the air. I put my melatonin, take my melatonin, and then I put on the music, and girl, I be out. But it shouldn't take all that. I remember when I could just, yes, out, 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 out. I don't be hearing nothing, like dead to the world. But I shouldn't have to do all that. I didn't always have to do all that. So that's my whole thing. I know, Yosha, when you showed us the one that you take, I can't remember how many milligrams is yours. Have you been having to take? I know you was taking it more for when your sis passed, but like, have you still been having to take it every day? I don't want to have to take something. I don't want to be dependent on nothing. I even went to my doctor and told them that I was not sleeping right. And my doctor was like, okay, why don't you try melatonin? Then she was like, try hemp oil. Hemp oil, CBD, is it CBD? CBD oil. And this is one of the higher ones too. I don't really know what the heck it do. It's supposed to be better for you based on like joints, and it's supposed to do all type of things, but it also helps for like sleep. And honey, I was not. I heard that it helped you to relax. That's what my doctor told me. Melatonin, hemp. She was giving me all the things. She was like, but I don't want to put you on no type of like medication to make you sleep, because she didn't want me to get hooked onto it, and I don't want to. I do. I put the drops under my tongue. I forgot how many it tells you to put. Place 15 drops. Wait 30 seconds and then swallow. This man say smoke weed. No, I don't want to do that either. Have y'all used hemp oil? I know, Lamika, you said your phone died, boo. Thanks for coming back. But have y'all used anything? Sleeping, yes, the music does help. But once upon a time, y'all, I used to put on any type of music to go to sleep. And when I say not any type, but I used to listen to, like Monty was saying like R. Kelly, put on your slow jam playlist and make you go to sleep. But do you know that your brain is consuming all of that while you're still sleeping? So I rather listen to affirmations, even though I don't like to really hear people talking while I'm sleeping. Or I like to hear some type of. That's what made me get into the music of the 430 something hertz and all of that type of hertz stuff. That was like kind of like helping more than for me to listen to somebody talking. But affirmations is really big when you're asleep. They even tell you you should not keep your TV on overnight, because whatever you're listening to, like Martin, I be falling asleep watching Martin, Fresh Prince, whatever. All of that stuff, your brain is processing what it's hearing. So it's like, you know, right. You are a queen. You are successful. You can do it. Just imagine hearing all of that, and your mind is processing all of that. And then on top of that, you're hearing the music. Like the one I listen to, sometimes it's filled with words and that type of music that I'm talking about. Funky Geneva playlist. What is that? Woman, is that somebody you made that up yourself, or is that somebody? I'm gonna have to Google that. I'm gonna have to look that person up. I never heard of them. Oh, he's a YouTuber that plays a character named Funky. Is it a drag queen? Do anybody watch RuPaul? I was so excited that Jada won. Oh my gosh. If that drag don't look like a woman, I would love for her to do my makeup and everything. Like she's everything. I was so excited for her. And the fact that she was black, I was just really hyped. Money, I looked it up. Like, I've been reading a lot of books, like self. Yeah, let me show y'all one of the books that I'm reading. Do I have it here? I probably left it out, but I'm. It's like books that's about like manifestation and stuff like that. But they're saying that your mind is. Hello, how you doing? Welcome. But they're saying that your mind is like processing a whole lot of stuff while you're sleeping. And that's the best time too, because imagine when you're awake, Marty, you are listening to this person talk, you're listening to this person. Remember, I was just saying that your mind don't really quiet itself a lot of the times. It's always racing. You always thinking about, oh, what I gotta do tomorrow, what I gotta do in a few hours, what I gotta do tomorrow to today, what I forgot to do, what I need to do. You're always constantly thinking about stuff. Whereas when you're asleep, you're really supposed to be not, your mind is just on pause. So the best time for it to consume things and like to really absorb things is while you're sleeping, because you're not on constant thinking mode. So if you're listening to somebody that's like the first 48, they even talk about, I'm telling you, it's a book. I don't know where it is, but it's so much things I've been reading while I've been home. But it was a book and like content, even YouTubers who talk about LOA and all that manifestation stuff. Like, you're not supposed to think about or certain things before you go to bed. There's practices. It's a book called The Magic. It's the next book after The Secret. Like, I was reading The Secret. This is The Secret. And it's on what is it? It's on Netflix. So if anybody want to watch it and don't want to read the book, you could watch it on here. So this is what I was reading initially. The next book after that, she has like a series, The Magic, and it just goes on and on. So I'm reading The Magic, and a lot of the stuff that I'm reading that's dealing with manifesting, law of attraction, attracting good into your life, blah 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 blah. Besides, alongside with praying, I know some people may agree to disagree that they don't believe in law of attraction. I personally feel like it's all the same thing. Law of attraction is just like believing in God, having faith. God tells you in the Bible, you learn having faith is believing on the things that you don't see. Same thing as law of attraction. It's just a different wording. I will argue with somebody to the wheels fall off about the two, because to me it coincides so much. But anyway, it tells you on a lot of that stuff that you practice, if you're into that, that you should not read certain things before you go to bed. You should not expose yourself to certain things. Like, I used to watch the first 48. Imagine watching the first 48 and then going to bed. The last things your mind processed was you seeing somebody that got killed, all different type of things. Like, and I get it. I was like, that makes so much more sense versus you watching something that's a little bit more funnier to uplift your spirits, or you reading something that's positive, or you thinking about something, stating affirmations right before you go to bed. Oh, I am this. I'm going to be I'm going to be this. Not even I'm going to be. You're supposed to speak it into existence as if it's already happening. So I am. I am. Like Yosha was saying, I am a queen. I am beautiful. I am successful. I am abundant. I am loved. I am loved. You know, whatever. You have to say it before you go to bed and you lay down or whatever. But the secret is basically teaching you to be a better person, in my opinion. It's just teaching you to be a better person. That's my opinion, though. Like, The Secret is telling you that the reason why things are happening to you is because of what you are thinking of. It's because of who you surround yourself with. It's because of the number one thing of what you're saying out of your mouth, because your mouth and your words are powerful. So everything that you're saying, everything that you're thinking, your thoughts become your reality. You're speaking it to an existence. That's just like what they tell you to do. Oh my gosh, and the Bible tells you to ask, believe, receive. Or I just read a passage earlier today when he was saying, what was it about with Thanksgiving and, oh my gosh, I just read it earlier today. Let me see, I'm gonna find it because I have them come to my email every single morning. So when I get up, I listen to it. Oh, be anxious for nothing, but in everything with prayer and thanksgiving, let your requests be known to God, and blah 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 blah. So that's the same thing. Like, don't worry about tomorrow. Think about the positive. Think about what you want to happen. Be thankful for what's happening right now, right now. And I think that's what I lacked a lot of. Like, I was not thankful. That's why I say the quarantine has really got me together with gratefulness, because I didn't realize how grateful I would be. I ask God every day to open the door. Yes, yes, Lamika. Even when I step out of bed, my words now are, this is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. My whole mind frame is happiness. Time after time, I think like a lot of us, we be living in situations that we are not really pleased with. We live in situations because we feel like this is what we should be doing. We feel like there's nothing better. We feel like this is all we know. We feel like, what else? What else reason do we just stay and we just stick into situations? And I'm not saying it's in a relationship. I mean in friendships. I mean in family ships. I mean in work. Every part of life, we stick with things that we know because it's easier to do so. But who want to live like that? You want to wake up every day and just do the same thing, even though you're not really happy about it. Like, I have a friend, I genuinely, really, like, sometimes I ain't even gonna lie, I be like, damn, I wish I had that same type of mindset. Like, her whole thing is like, I don't want to be, I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be happy if I don't want to do something. I don't want to be happy. I ain't gonna be with nobody that's not gonna make me happy. I ain't gonna do this if I ain't gonna be happy. I ain't gonna work here if I ain't gonna be happy. Like, and she not just saying it, like, she practiced this stuff. Like, I that she's doing, and she's so, and I'm like, wow, that is bold, because let's be honest, a lot of us is not doing that. We is not doing it, and we just killing our whole mental, our spirit, our physical, and we're attracting those things that we're thinking. We're attracting those things that we say. We're attracting things because of our whole aura and our whole energy. And that is like, but you gotta believe it too, because I done said some things in videos. I done said some things in videos, y'all, and people done commented and was like, oh, well, I don't believe in da 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 da. It was one lady that said she don't believe in, oh my God, it was a word she said. And I was like, oh, well, no problem, sis, but she got the right one. Because, like I said, I'm really, really big on when I believe in something, I am going to speak. Let the church say amen. So when she came and said what she said, I was like, oh, okay, sis. I don't have any problem with your thoughts. I will never disrespect anybody in how they feel. But honey, you gonna hear how I feel as well. So this is what I feel. And then I put blah 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 blah. Then she came back and she was like, okay, but I feel that. And I feel like LOA is just a science something about science da 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 that doesn't. And when I looked the word up, it was basically where it's stuff that people say, but there's no proof that to back it up that that's really accurate. But it's like, how it's not? I told her, I said, have you watched The Secret? That's why I say everybody needs to watch The Secret. If you change your whole mentality and your whole aura about things, things will start moving. Things will start happening differently. I'm telling you, just practice it for one day. One day. One of the chapters that I'm on in the magic is saying to go one day without speaking anything negative. And sometimes it's gonna be hard. Like you're gonna catch yourself speaking negative, and all you do is say, "Okay, thank you for that thought," but I dismiss it. I release that thought in the name of Jesus, or I release it, and then you replace it with something that you want to happen. That's what I'm practicing right now, and I'm just like, it really helps. It really helps every time that I done really practiced it and got into it. Some type of proof happens where it's like, oh my God, this is real. This is real. Let me read what y'all saying, because I'm just talking my ass off and I'm not reading. Yes, yo, so that's my whole thing too. I'm not consistent with it. Like I know that it works because I've seen it. A lot of the times I prayed and asked God, please show me or reveal that this really is working. Let me see da 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 da. And then something shows or something happens, and I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. This happened. Ah, and then later on down the line, if something else happened, then it's like, and even with negative, I know I've even had an argument with somebody, and they was just like, well, what about when negative things happen? What about when people pass away? What about da 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 da? But at the end of the day, you have to think about the things that you're grateful for. That is definitely a. I'm not saying that you should not mourn. I don't think. I'm not saying that you should not, cry. I don't think none of that, but I do feel like you should definitely try to focus more on the positive that that person has brought into your life. So whether if it was because they helped you out with something, or they just, I don't know, but you know what I'm saying. Like you have to, in any situation, your car could break down. I done been places and they was like, well, why recently since I've been practicing this, my car did not start when I was out at the grocery store. I came out, I was so mad, but then I calmed myself down. I'm like, Kira, but guess what? Your car probably not starting because it was not meant for you to get on the road right now. Who knows what was happening or would have happened on my way home at that particular time. I don't know what the purpose was, but I was grateful that I made it to the grocery store. I was grateful that I had the money to get grocery items. I was grateful that, girl, I had to think about all the grateful stuff while I was sitting there to keep me calm, because I could have been so mad. And guess what happened? After a few minutes, I kept on playing with it. The car started talking. I was talking so positive, like, okay, I know you got this. Start this car, boo. Oh, babe, thank you so much. Da 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 da. You got me here. I was speaking so positive over the car, positive, just positive. And then I kept pressing the start. And before you know it, her ass cranked right on up. I was like, see, she just needed a little bit of encouragement. If I would have sat there and been so negative and been like talking all type of stuff to her and been like, oh, you and going crazy, I would have been probably still sitting out there right now. So that's what I'm saying. Like that really stuff be happening to show me that if I remain positive, things could just literally change for me. So that's why I'm trying to change. This is deep. Yes, it is, Mighty. I am successful business owner with many streams of income. Ooh, Yosha, that comes from y'all. Proctor. Proctor, is that his name? He's one that says that, and I've been practicing that same one in the shower. I say it every day. I have. Well, you tweaked it, but it said I'm a successful business owner with many streams of income on a daily basis or on a consistent basis. I've definitely been saying that. I've definitely been saying that because another thing I've learned, we be so focused on getting something from one place, from one person or one thing, like, oh, I gotta get this job because this is how I'm gonna get my money. Oh, I gotta get this because how I'm gonna get paid. My whole thing is, well, since I've been reading all of this stuff, was that you have to let the universe work. You have to let God work. Whoever you believe in, you gotta let it work. You have to allow them to bring it to you. It may not be how you think it's gonna come. So, oh, if I get this job, I get the money so I can be able to go on my trip. Or if I get this job, I can get the money, I can be able to move. But who say that that's the way that you're supposed to get your money? You could get money through, honey, any way. You could get a scratch off and win, and that's how you get your money. Your friend or your cousin them could win a lottery, and that's how you're gonna get your money. You could win some type of legal suit or get some type of whatever, and that's how you get your money. Who says that you have to limit yourself to, oh, if I only get this job? So a lot of times, let's say you go on a what is it called, an interview, and you don't get a job. The immediate thing we do is get bumped out. I'm not gonna lie, I be like that too. When I was looking for a job, it's like, oh man, I ain't get the job. Damn, well, how come? I felt like I was qualified, and then at the end of the day, I'm thinking like, okay, afterwards, later on down the line, when other things happen, I'm like, that's why I didn't get the job. That's why I didn't get the job, because that was not for me. That wasn't for me. God didn't say that it had to be through a job. I just asked, can it? So don't be closed minded to the way things could happen for you. And that's with money, that's with anything. Like, you don't have to say, oh, if I don't move, then I'm not gonna be able to find me a house. Like, who says that? You might find whatever. Like, I'm just trying to give examples, but it's like you never know. Exactly, whatever is meant for you, that's how it goes. Let me see what else. I ask God every day to open a door for me, especially in these times. I absolutely agree, Lamika. We all need that. Oh yes, Jesus, Auntie Rona, and Uncle Virus getting these folks all the way together. Yes. And then you know what else? I know I keep reading the comments. I'm getting sidetracked, but a lot of people did not focus on the good in Rona. Everybody was just so much. Oh, Rona done did this. Rona done effed up this. She done took away my trip. She done did this. She ain't do this. I wasn't able to do this. I wasn't able to do this. I wasn't able to do this. And it's like, but what about the good that came out of this? Did anybody think about the good that came out of this? I don't know about y'all, but when the hell have we ever got free money like that? Like when did we ever get free money? For the ones who did get free money, Rona done let you stay in the house so you can get your whole mindset together. She done got you into all type of different stuff and exposed you to all type of stuff on YouTube. She done made you, girl, if Rona didn't come through with creativity, yes, creativity, done allowed you to elevate. Rona done helped me get consistent with my channel. If it wasn't for Rona, there was no way I would have been able to do half of the stuff, these lives and all that. I wasn't thinking about this prior to Rona. Rona done helped out. Rona helped my kids. You know how? Rona canceled the goddamn FSA so that my kids didn't have to take anything to test out. Look at God. Look at God. I was so worried for them this year. Especially my daughter. She was in third grade. Third grade, you got to test out to be able to go to the fourth. I was like, look at God. Look at God. Done made it where she could just go ahead and go on by. Done blessed us with some money out of nowhere. We ain't got to pay it back. That's what they say. That's a whole nother topic. But, like, look at God opening up doors. People done got food stamps that they never could get food stamps before. People done got additional food stamps. Done got qualified for this. Done got this. Done got that. Did anybody look at the good? Half of the kids was staying home. People were so concerned about, oh, my kids got to stay home. I'm sick of them. Da, 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 da. But ain't nobody talk about your kid ain't got to be victim of a bullying. You don't even know if your child be having to endure stuff like that at school, because half of the time they ain't telling. I was so happy to know that my kid gonna be home with me and ain't nobody gotta be coming for them and I ain't gotta come for nobody. Like, all of that stuff was a blessing and people was really looking over it. And it's still a blessing. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I done got so spoiled right now on how Rona done did me. Initially, I was just like, oh my God. Oh God. But now I'm like, wow. Like, look how God worked. Look how God worked. Draining job. Yes. Speaking life to others. And Yosha, you's really good at that, girl. You is the godmother of damn advice. I told you that in your live. Godmother of advice, girl. That's true, Lamika. Amen. Positivity and gratitude help any situation, right? God gives us what is meant for us, right? If we don't get it, then it wasn't for us. Amen. A lot of people do not believe that, though. We said, but a lot of people don't believe it. We be so disappointed when stuff, and it's okay to go through those emotions of disappointment. When something happened initially, you're disappointed. That's life. You're gonna be disappointed, but don't dwell. Don't sit in that disappointment. Do not do it. Feel it, and then let it go. And then start trying to find something grateful to be, because I feel like when you sit in something with sorrow, disappointment, negativity, that is what you're asking and you're going to receive. That's what you're going to get. You're going to get more of it. You ever had, this is an example that was in the book. I think it was in the book when it was like, you ever stumped your toe, got out of bed, stumped your toe and was like, oh, oh my gosh, and was like putting out all that negative energy and was just saying, today is gonna be a bad day. Anybody ever woke up and then something happened and you was just like, today is gonna be a bad day? Because you spoke that out into the universe, what happened after that? Either when you got into your car didn't start, or your tire was flat, you made it to work, your boss was bitching about something you didn't do yesterday, or somebody didn't finish their part of the job, or your child called and said that you need to leave work early because they need you to come pick them up, or the teacher reached out and said they ain't do something right, or they ain't doing what they supposed to do, or whatever the case is. You try to go swipe your card at the machine and the machine ain't taking your card and it say it ain't going through properly. Like it's a domino effect. Because you put that out in the universe, your words just, and it was like a genie. Your words is like a genie. And the genie is like, okay, your wish is my command. So you're saying, and that's what you got to remember when in law of attraction. Law of attraction does not only attract good things. This is all the stuff that I've been learning. It doesn't just attract good things. It attracts how you feel and what you say, whether if it's good or bad. So once you put that out there, that's what you get in bad. So if you feel like, that's just like going somewhere and you're like, oh, I know this is not going to be good. I know this ain't going to be good. Guess what? It's not going to be good. I'm here to tell you it's not going to be good because you said it wasn't. Nobody ain't do that but you. So, to change things, when you're doing something new, when you're doing something grand, if you want something to happen, you should definitely speak on what you want to happen and not what you don't want to happen. A lot of times we speak on things and we're like, oh, I don't want that to happen. But law of attraction states to not focus on what you don't want to happen, but focus on what you do. Because when you do focus on things, you get more excited, your energy goes up, your vibration, your whole aura feel, everything is up. Versus when you're thinking about, think about it. When you think about stuff that you don't want to happen, you start getting down like, damn, I hope that don't happen to me. I don't want that to happen to me. And it's more of a low vibration. And when you on a lower vibration, a lot of times you attract more things that are more negative. More negative. So keep that in mind. Rona help me, period. Yes, Miss Exclusive. Here go me, Miss Exclusive. Help me with the money. Help me with my craft, my creativity. Yes, Yosha, because you've been doing the damn thing, girl, with that channel, girl. And I see Lamika say she done started her YouTube educational channel, girl. And I was like, that is so dope to be helping people. Oh my gosh, like, girl, y'all is just, girl, look at me. I'm tongue tied. I can't even say what I want to say. Like, to be helping people. When Lamika told me, oh, she's doing it for people who need their GED. You know how many people is feeling like they can't move on with life because they ain't got their GED, and then here you go, Lamika dropping out of nowhere and having content on different type of, educational stuff that's needed in order for them to like succeed. You ain't gotta pay, girl. Oh my gosh, y'all is really doing the damn thing. More time with my viewers, right? Just more time, more time. That's all that Rona gave us. Looking for new. Rona took lives though. Look at, see there you go, Marty, with the negativity. You are so right. Rona did do that. But I'm not going to really dwell on that. That is so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. That is the downside of it. But should we stick to dwelling on the fact that she took lives? No. That's so unfortunate. It is. I ain't even going to lie. That's like the worst thing that this whole thing, pandemic, came about and did, was take innocent lives away because of something like this. But thank God, again, being grateful. As far as I know, all of us in the chat was not affected. Our family was not affected by Rona, right? So us, maybe not them, the 100,000s, which is very unfortunate. I'm gonna say it again, which is very unfortunate. But us have a lot of things to be grateful for because our family still worked. Our family still went out there and had to provide or whatever. Like, stuff did not stop. Even when they said we need to quarantine, most of us still was out in them streets, and guess what? We still good. God still had us. That's what we have to focus on. The gratefulness that we are still here, that we're still healthy, that we were not a part of them 100,000 people, that we are not going to be a part of that 100,000 people. Like, that's what you got to look on. And it is reality that happened, but we're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on the good. because we came out and our family did as well. We're not gonna forget about them, absolutely not, because innocent people lost their lives. It's very unfortunate. We ain't forgetting about them. We is not gonna downplay that this was a horrible thing that happened to us out of nowhere overnight, but we cannot dwell on that. We gotta just dwell on the fact that our family is straight. Thank God. That's true, Yosha. It is hard to remain positive. It's definitely challenging. And you know what? A lot of times I watch these videos, and that's a whole nother topic on us looking down at people, not looking down, but looking at people and believing that their life is so perfect. I watch a lot of these videos where people are doing like, that's why I really connect with people that do is realness. Like, Yosha, how you do real talk. Like, I really appreciate those type of individuals because you get people that get on there and put a smile on their face and they're just like, oh my God, just cheerful and bliss and just happy. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that because you do want to uplift people, but I also want to know the realness. I want to know that you deal with stuff as well. And like I want to know that it's okay to be like this. It's okay to feel, and it's not okay to just hide and pretend. A lot of times we look at other people and we're just like, oh my gosh. Like, I even like that. I have a few YouTubers that I watch for LOA, and every time they're on a video, they're so cheerful. And in my mind, I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I was like that, especially when I fall off. And I'm just like, wow, oh my gosh, I can't, da 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 da. And it's just like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I just feel like, I don't know. People just make you feel like you're not supposed to feel some type of way when you can. And that's why I appreciate when you should say it's okay to feel it. It's okay to feel hurt and bothered by these things, but I just don't feel like you should just sit there in it. I think Lamika's leaving. Thanks, Boo, for stopping by. I appreciate you, Lamika. Today, Wednesday? I know it's not Wednesday because Yosha, that's your night. Good night, Lamika. I am up for uplifting and being real. Right. Yes, Yosha, I'm about to hop off soon too. It could just be that they are cheerful when they record. Like, your mind has to be in the right place to film. I like my energy to be in a certain place when I'm filming. She's saying have a good day tomorrow. Okay, I just want to be sure. Girl, sometimes I don't be knowing what the day is, what day it is. I agree, Yosha. Like, I was doing it was a video I tried to do yesterday, and I just was kept saying, oh, I'm not feeling it. Right. Right. When you're live, it's like that's you. You just is out there, authentic as possible. But I don't know. Like, I don't know. I was so bored. I'm so glad that God motivated me or pushed me to come on in here. I wasn't expecting it to get to 10 people in the building. Like, I appreciate y'all. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect a lot of people to be available. I wasn't sure, but I just did the spirit of the moment thing. And I do understand where you're coming from, Yosha. A lot of times when I want to record, I'm not there. I'm not in the energy of wanting to record. I don't feel like doing it. I think I've been like that a whole lot. I could have really got real lazy during this quarantine. I could have just been like, I ain't with this. I could have just threw this whole YouTube thing away. I'm, oh girl, this could have went so left. And I do see where you're coming from, where being a little bit more joyful and being a little bit more up. Hey, D, welcome back. But being a little bit more spirited, uplifting could cause people to want to watch your content, because I feel like because she's a little bit more, those women are a little bit more like a breath of fresh air. That's why I watch them a little bit more when I am down. So yeah, you're right. Because if they didn't come on there and then they speaking on positivity, but their whole aura is not giving out positivity, then why in the hell would we want to go back for positive energy? So you're right. But I just kind of beat myself up sometime about stuff like that, because I'm like, damn, they seem like they don't lose track, like they're consistent. Like, it just seems like they don't get off balance. They don't ever talk about that. I'll say that. I'm not gonna say it don't seem like because they don't ever speak on it. But they never talk about, okay, yes, it's okay when you are in an emotion where things don't went bad and you're feeling that emotion and you're sitting there for a little bit. They don't talk about that. They admit it. The only thing they talk about is get out of it, snap out of it, get into some real deal stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like they talk about that more so. And then when I'm not always in that energy, I'm like, oh man, that suck. I done messed up my whole flow. I'm in this negative state. Like that's what I'm saying. Because a lot of people don't talk about it. I like the rawness. I want you to talk about, okay, so some days you're not going to always be glad. Some days you're not going to always be cheerful. Some days you're not going to always be happy. Yes, I know that. But I want the YouTubers that I follow during that process or that, that journey to say that to me. And I feel like in your videos, though, should you say you speak on what is what, and then you also speak on okay, because some days everything is not gonna be crystal clear. It's not gonna be okay. It's not gonna be. It says 12 people in the building. With whoever's here and did not like the video, would you mind doing it? I see somebody came through and didn't like what I was saying. It's okay though. That's life. My kids out there terrorizing the dog. That's a good one. That's a good one, D. That's a good one. He just has no type of nothing. I ain't gonna lie. I laughed about that video when that Chinese woman got on there and was asking him questions and was like, well, "Why are you so focused on, what did she say? Why are you so focused on something he was focused on in when he made his little speech?" And then he was like, "Why don't you ask the people in China?" And I was like, "Ooh, ooh." And then I was like, "You better say something. You better say something." And then at first she sat down and she stood back up and she was like, "Okay, well, why did you say that to me? Why are you saying that to me about the China people?" And he was like, "I'm just saying." No, 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 no. And then he was like, "Next, next." And then he kept saying next. And then the other lady was like, "Okay, I'm gonna let this lady speak. Let her give it to him," because I think she thought she was finna go there. You know what I be thinking? Like, where the black folks at that's gonna come through and ask his ass questions? Are they ever really any I ain't talking about black. Let me just rephrase it. Because it probably some black people that interview him. Where the niggas at? That's gonna interview his ass and ask some questions. Because I feel like if he ever said some of the stuff that he be saying to us, to them, it's gonna be a whole different type of outcome with the whole situation. Then he just told that lady whatever. The other lady didn't answer the question when he kept saying next question. She ain't never say nothing. So he said, "You know, F this deuces," walked off. And he was like, "I said next, but you wasn't saying anything, so next." And the lady was like, "But I was trying to give her the opportunity to da 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 da." And then he just walked off. And I really laughed at that whole video, but it wasn't funny. Cause it's like, well, why you gotta be, and this is who the fuck is what is it called? Is girl, I'm speechless. This is the person who's supposed to be representing my country. I like Yosha. I laughed. I ain't even gonna lie. I laughed, but I said I laughed, but the shit ain't funny. It's that type of laugh. Like this man so damn ignorant and petty. How you do that? How you talk to women like that? That's one. That's number one. Secondly, like how as a person who's representing this whole big ass country decide to be like, okay, that's how I'm gonna handle people, unprofessional as. So I feel like if he could be unprofessional as he want to be, why the hell we can't let him get a whole group of niggas in the building and ask his behind questions, or you know, let him speak and then let them respond. Oh my gosh, I feel like it would go so different. If that would have been a sister that was sitting there when he said that about the China, or just would have said something silly like that, it would, I think it would have been different. I just never seen nobody put him in his place. Maybe it's because I don't really watch the media, but I just never heard of it. I feel like if it was happening, somebody would have had them forward it to me. You right, Money. I think it is a rich people thing, probably. But I feel like somebody would have forwarded it to me and been like, "Oh, blah 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 blah." I feel like somebody would have forwarded it to me and said, "Okay, they somebody put Trump in their place." Now they would have been all over social media, and I haven't heard about it. But I just feel like he ain't meet the right one yet. Everybody done tried to handle this ass with grace, but why handle somebody gracefully when they don't handle nobody gracefully? I feel like, again, law of attraction, you get what you give. He is not, he just needs to come across the right person. He really does. That man now. And he really think he about to be president again. I don't even know. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't even be surprised. Cause I was really surprised at the fact that he won this time. And the fact that he won this time, he beat the impeachment. He done came through. That's what I can say about his behind. When it comes to different certain stuff, when he should have been out the door, his ass was still there. So that just lets me know that he got a whole army behind him somehow, some way. So I wouldn't even really be surprised if it ended up being the ball in his court all over again. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not. It's unfortunate as hell, but somebody might feel like you don't know now because of what happened recently. Right. That's what I feel, yo. I wouldn't put it past him. I wouldn't put it past that his ass end up winning again. It's unfortunate, but I just don't. Right, D. Right. Everybody want to see the comedian, the clown. Everybody want to see. You right. That's exactly what it. That makes sense. That makes a whole lot of sense. I didn't think of that. That was a somber time for people of color too. I'm trying to encourage younger people my age to show out and vote. They better go vote. But the thing is, the Rona whole thing. Do y'all really think Rona gonna be cleared out by the end of the year? And if not, I feel like they're gonna try to do something that's gonna implement and prevent people from going out to vote. So it's gonna be less people. I don't know about y'all, but I do absentee ballots. Thank God I do it that way, so I don't have to be out there with all the people now. But I feel like they're gonna make it somehow where people is not gonna be able to vote and gather as they normally are, and so that's gonna prevent people from wanting to go. And that's the whole strategic thing. That's their whole strategy. Just like now, like how we was focused on Rona, and it was, oh, no groups over 10, and we don't went to groups over thousands of people gathering together. And it's like, well, is that what they wanted it to be like? I don't even know how much they are practicing the whole Rona thing while they're out there protesting. Are they really doing it? I don't know, because like I said, I haven't really been watching a lot of it. Okay, Yosha, thank you so much for coming by. Girl, I'm about to get there too. I'm trying to see where I'm at. I think I got like another minute till I'm at 100 minutes. That's when I'm probably gonna go. Because this was supposed to be a real short one. That makes so much sense. I'm still thinking about what D said. Good night, Mighty. I'm still stuck on what Destiny said. I didn't think about what Destiny said. I didn't, but that's so true. That's why the prank thing is so huge now, because everybody want to see something funny, and so they feel like the disrespect is just. Mm-mm-mm. But I agree, it's definitely a young people thing. Good night, girlie. A lot of people is in the building. This ain't 9 people is in the building, but I only hear like about 3 people talking. Why is my thing loading? Oh, I thought you was telling me good night. I'm not gonna go to bed immediately either. I'm probably gonna watch TV. I know Martin on. I love during the week just because of Martin. But you remember I was saying about not watching so much stuff that's like violent, like I was saying Martin and stuff like that, but I meant like more violent. Like you're not supposed to watch a whole lot of violence before bed. Martin though, I feel like it's more comedy and it's really good with raising your vibration. You right. I'm shy too. I'm finally almost done with my water, Marty. D, is you still in the building, girl? You been okay? I know you said that baby and this social media world got you gone. I am, money. You know that. And if you don't know, now you know. You got no ice chopped up. Everybody done got so quiet. I done made it to 102 minutes, Amadi. How the water ain't good? No, that mean my cup is real good at keeping everything cool, keeping things not. Did I tell Yosha thank you for saying about my shirt? I don't know. I'm surprised you joined, money. On Fridays, I do game night. FYI. So if you be bored on Fridays, you can come join me on game night. Normally that's when I go on. Today was just a random thing. I go on between 8 and 8:30 on Fridays. 8 and 9 basically. It is. You right. It's time to just say deuces. Oh, 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 oh. Chucking up the deuces. Yeah, yeah. I told you that I'm leaving. Deuces. I love water. Money, you crazy. Oh, you cray. You cray cray. Yeah, but like I was saying, so on Fridays you can come join us. I think I'm gonna do. I've been doing family game night, Family Feud. You know any other games to do? I done did Hangman game night. I done did. I want to do Song Association. Song Association is when Bree. She didn't come in the live today. She normally is, but Song Association is when and I think you'll be good for that too. When I give you a word, I give you a word. Normally it's like around 8 or 8:30. Them two normally be my time frames. But yeah, last time I came on at 8:30 and hardly nobody was there. And then I kept it rolling for about an hour to about a little bit after 9 and people started coming in. So I don't know if I'm gonna start doing it later or what. But song associations is if I give you a word like love, and then you have to come up with a song that says love in it. Or if I say hard, and you have to come up with a song that says hard, and then you go against the other person. Honey, the hell I'm gonna play Monopoly on virtually? Thanks, boo. Thank you, boo. I'm about to get off, but I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, but Money, I need you to come in the building and do that, cause I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna do it. I don't know. I think I'm gonna play that game, but I don't know how to play Monopoly virtually. But I be trying to figure out other games I can play because I don't want to get so stuck on one game. Cause we've been playing Family Feud twice, Hangman, the song game where they give me lyrics and I had to guess what song they were singing. That was how the game was going initially. So, but I haven't played anything since then. I was thinking about charades, Pictionary, but I don't know how to draw. And charades, I'm not sure how I can set that up so that they can be able to see me at that stuff. So I don't know. But I was thinking like I need to look up some other online games that I could be able to play. I don't know how I could be able to play Monopoly virtually though. That's gonna be hard. I was thinking about Wheel of Fortune, like I would have to get the wheel to spin it, and then I don't know, but that was kind of be a little bit more difficult because not everybody, like when I play my game, when I have game night, everybody doesn't stay in because people's living life. So you get people that come in, they stay for a little bit, then they leave. You get people that stay in the whole time. You get people who drop in off and on, like they go do something, they come back, they leave, they come back, that type of thing. So it's hard to play a game that keep up with score for each person when they're not always consistently inside of the game. So, but I was just wanting to do like a poll or get other people's opinions on games that, yeah, CD, you one of them ones that go and come back. I was just asking you, is you really good? Good. I know you said the social media thing, but you need to stay off social media. Woo! Leave it to D to give all that extra information. D, what's your YouTube channel? I was trying to look you up the other day so I can go show you some love on your videos, but you done changed your name. And you know now I can't click here and go to your channel from here. So what's your YouTube name so I can look you up? Oh, OD? Really? Well, why I tried to look you up and I ain't find you? That's not you. When I type in OD, that's not you. Yeah. I want to show you who come up when I do it. Look. But it still should come up in the search engine. Let me see how you got your name written. I'm going to do it just like that. Capital, lowercase. Yeah, no, it's not coming up. Yeah, because I was like, let me go see how her page is. Like, what she be doing on there. Because I remember you was saying that you made videos where you be cooking and stuff. Girl, since I been home, I done became the chef. So I was like, let me go follow some of her little videos, cooking videos and stuff. But I didn't see you. So you're going to have to come to my channel. Talk, leave a comment on one of my videos so I can be able to click from there and go to your one of your videos because I can't find you from by putting your name in. Oh, okay. What you be doing? What you uploaded on your channel? I thought, or maybe that was just on your Instagram about the cheesecake or something. It was something else we was talking about in a group that you said you could. I don't know why I assumed you had did it online. said I'm leaving. Deuces. I did true crime and a story time, but I'm going to post cooking stuff too. Ooh, story time. I love story times. Oh, I like story times. And I'm sure you got a whole lot of good ones. Cause how you set up in them lives with Yosha, girl. Give me 1 second. Let me go get something. I'm coming right back. Hold up. Oh, daughter phone done died. I'm back. But you gotta make something or hashtag your name or something so that I can be able to find you. Cause if somebody try to look you up, how the hell they gonna find you? I had another homegirl that has a channel. Thanks. I had another homegirl who had a channel, but I don't know what happened. We couldn't find her. Does what sound corny? I'm thinking of starting a diary and writing to my daughter for her to read when she's done. Oh my gosh, I had a friend that recently did that, and I low key was like, oh my gosh, that is so smart. I say go for it. You should definitely do that. You should definitely do that. When she told me that she do that, she said she's been doing that since she's been pregnant and she's been doing it every day. I felt like that's so personal. And if something happened to you, God forbid, your baby gonna always have something to fall back on. I really love that idea. So you definitely should do that. Y'all, I done been here for 113 minutes. I am officially tired and done. I want to I appreciate each and every one of y'all for joining me on this brief random live. I go live every Friday, game night. So be sure to join me. And y'all stay safe in these streets. Black Lives Matter. Y'all be safe. Have a good night.